All right, Viola's Violin 3. Here is your practice video for Darkened Shadows. Violin 3, thank you first of all for playing and helping out the viola section. I'm just going to do one video for the two of you. So ignore all the shifting stuff that I'm talking about because you guys have an E string to go to, whereas the violas are going to be shifting up on their A string. So just ignore that. The notes will be the same, but you do not have to do that shifting fingering. So here's our first note. It's an open harmonic on your A string. Okay, so you just find that about where your hand hits the shoulder, plop down your pinky, just touch the string, no other fingers press down, and you get your natural harmonic. You can also think third position extended 4, that's about where it is. So we start on a forte piano, crescendo right away on an up bow, after the bells are done. Okay? And then we'll end really dramatically up in the air like that. And now we just have a bunch of 16th notes. So pay attention to the crescendos and decrescendos, the accents, because that's what makes it sound really, really cool. And towards the end, we're going to be doing a scale going up from first to third to fifth position. If you haven't shifted to fifth position yet, that's where your 3 and third position was. It's about where the shoulder meets the neck. And you're just going to keep going up 1, 2, 3, ending actually on that same harmonic. Press down though, this time. All right, so anyway, here's your 8 measures rest. Right after that, here's your 16th notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, and. All right, so again, one more time, that scale going up. This is 2 before 21. You have a B, C natural, shift to third position 1, 2. Now fifth position 1, just above, if you have a fourth finger tape, it's just right above that note. Whole step to 2, whole step to 3. By the end. All right, so that sounds really cool. You have 1 measure of rest going on after 21. And here's your arco after those 2 pizzicato notes. Be careful of the slurs and the hook bows here. The slurs and the accents is what makes this rhythm sound really neat. So here's measure 21, 22, 23, 24. 1, 2, 3, and. I totally messed that up. Okay, so how does that go again? So you're just jumping to a 3 and third position right there. Tremolo at the end, big dramatic crescendo. All right, then 2 measures rest, 3 more beats, and here's your next section. Again, we're going to be going to third position in a minute. Third violins, you're just going to your E string. So 1, 2, 3. And then same harmonic as the very beginning. All right, so you've got syncopation going on. You have accents, double stops. If the double stops are messing you up, just play 1 note at a time. That's perfectly fine. All right, so now we're on page 2. More of that same rhythmic stuff we just played, moving into 16th. So I'm going to take this from 55 up to 65 now. 1, 2, 3, and. Alright, so you're one of the last ones to do 16th notes through that measure, and then you're going to hold that fermata before 65. Alright, so now we're at 65, going into 6/4 time, so 6 beats per measure, quarter notes getting the beat. We're going to have just the first stand play where it says optional first stand. Everybody comes in after 75. So I'm going to play at 65 so the first stand can practice with me, and so you guys can practice too. You should always know all the parts in your music. And then, like I said, everybody come in where it says tutti right after 75. All right, so here we go. 6-4, measure 65. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, sorry, that's still arco. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. All right, 2D, 2, 3. Oops. Rest. And then here's where it splits up into two parts, the A part and B part. Sorry about that little flub after 80. Practice that slow. Those notes change at different times when you're kind of not expecting them to. And then you have some accidentals too. You have a B flat in 81, high 3 C sharp in 82. So look at that a couple times. If you notice what I was doing, if you're watching my fingers at where the tutti comes in and you're doing this chord all the way through, I leave my first finger down and then I just go across all 3 strings. Oops. Okay, so that kind of helps. You're just kind of setting up like almost like you're hitting a chord on a guitar, just leaving your fingers in place and letting the pick, which is your finger in this case, do all the work. All right, so now we're at 1 before 90 where it goes divisi. Concert orchestra, violas, and violin 3, you're going to take the top line, the A line. String orchestra, violas, and violin 3, you're going to take the B line, the bottom line. So I'm going to start with that A part. And we're going to go all the way up to 108, then I'll backtrack and do the B part. So this is 1 before 90, the A part or concert orchestra part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops. And then that takes us to 108. Hard stuff in there. So at 104, right around that area, you're going from 3/4, so you just missed a couple beats, back to 6/4 time. You have G sharps all the way through. I wrote all those arrows in for you, so make sure you're stretching your high 3 G sharp. And then there was that little shift to 3rd position for the violas. Again, to a 3rd position, low 3 F natural, play a 2, and then shift right back down on the A string. Okay, so now going back to 1 before 90, here is the bottom part, the B part for string orchestra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's arco. Sorry, I don't know why it says arco again right there. You're arco the whole time. Sorry, let's try it again. 1 before 90. 4, 5, 6. One. high 3, rest, rest, 2, 3, 104. And then we get into the presto at 108. So you have a lot of similar stuff on that second page with the top part, but then you get into cool like opposite or alternating pizzicato stuff before 104. All right, guys, we're all the way up to 108 now, the presto. So we're back to 4/4 time. This is like the beginning again. You're still pizzicato for a couple more measures. We're not going to switch to arco till one before 113. And again, your parts are split up here. So I'm going to take the A part, the top part at 108 first, and take it pretty much to the end of the piece. Then I'll go back and do the B part. Okay, so 108 top line. 1, 2, 3, pizzicato, ready, and. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. One, two. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2. And honestly, I lost count. It goes back to 6/4 for 2 bars there. And you're just holding a long, long, long time. And then 137 to the end, pizzicato. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. And then a little bit of arco towards the end. Okay, so now, so my computer going to die up. I got 5% left. All right, so I can go back. Here's 108, the bottom part. Actually, I'm going to do 1 before 13, the bottom part, to the end of the piece. Okay, so here's the B line, the bottom line, 1 before 113. 1, 2, arco, N. Oh, hang on a sec, that's a weird tie. You know what? Don't tie over, just start 113 on a down bow with those 16ths. It's going to be way easier. All right, here's 113, or 1 before 113. Ready, N. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2. Oops. And then your parts are the same basically to the end. All right, so go back over that nice and slow. Write lots of counting notes to yourself in, because your parts just kind of jump around a little bit. You've got a little bit together, a little bit separate. And then, of course, work on getting those 16ths perfectly together. Nice wrist shake, lower arm movement. Don't use tons of arm. All right, good luck.